Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in the series, Yumiko versus Colorful. Yumiko spawning as the orange human. Meanwhile, what was that little pop-up right there? Yumiko spawning as the orange human. Meanwhile, Colorful spawning as the purple night elf. We are going to be looking at a speed build Altar of Kings. It looks like an Archmage will be popping on out of there in just a moment as Yumiko replays in his head what went on in game number 1. I think Colorful just knew the exact game plan and strategy that he wanted to execute against Yumiko on that map. Now, is Yumiko going to still play to his strengths and play to what he knows, or is he going to change things up? That is the big question there, as we're looking at the Archmage now, making a quick run down here and going to go after the Null Warden. Alright, Water Elemental will be dropped after each of the Militia hit the Null Warden there. If you're wondering why that is the case, by hitting the Militia, or hitting with the Militia on those Null Wardens, you pull aggro away from the Water Elemental, which is normally always targeted. Therefore, you dodge that purge, and you're able to keep that Water Elemental alive longer, dealing more damage, and also tanking more damage. That Water Elemental down to 135 hit points, but still doing a great job there as the Null Brute and the Footman finish things off. Alright, Ancient of War looking to finish off help finish off this creep camp as the Demon Hunter now sitting at level 1, almost at level 2 as well. Meanwhile, Yumiko sits at level 2 and is going to be enjoying some Brilliance Aura time. Alright, Demon Hunter now makes its way over. Are we going to see the Demon Hunter perhaps try to go in for a mana burn? Demon Hunter is doing a bit of a chase, but I believe the Archmage is going to be slightly faster running around the corner. And we'll see what item will be purchased from the shop. However, no purchasing just quite yet, as it is not yet quite nightfall, hence the units are not sleeping, and that Archmage does not want to run inside there unless the Demon Hunter, unless those creeps are sleeping. Otherwise, they're just going to take far too much damage. Alright, Demon Hunter still wandering around here, down to 600 hit points. Now heading off to the north, we may be looking at perhaps a Staff of Teleportation, Boots of Speed. That could be a possibility. There is a Wisp off in the corner that could lend its way to teleport inside, and the Demon Hunter may try that same trick once more. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he's going to be purchasing, and it looks like, yes, it is Boots of Speed, Staff of Teleportation, as the Archmage now makes its way down over here, and this is pretty much a repeat exactly of what we saw in game number 1. Archmage perhaps going to be dropping that Water Elemental, attempting to clear out this Ogre Warrior creep camp. Wisp is not on the move. Water Elemental is tanking a good bit of damage here as the Demon Hunter now going after the Rock Golem creep camp. Potion of Greater Healing, a very useful item. Archer now going to join in on the fight as well. Troll Shadow Priest, Troll Berserker, both of them are fighting in this fight here. Demon Hunter going to get a little bit more experience again, but we are now looking at this one poor Wisp. The Archmage off over here is trying to set up an expansion, and I don't believe that Colorful knows what's going on. This is a very big surprise. I would have expected the teleportation in now, but it is too late. Yumiko already has that Arcane Tower, which will automatically or pretty much drain all of the mana off of that Demon Hunter before that Demon Hunter seriously does any big or large amounts of damage. Alright, Footman, one more shot should do it. Unless it gets extremely lucky with random number generator. No, it does not. Archmage just shy of level 3, and when I mean just shy, I really do mean that. Just one experience shy from level 3, and that means that the Troll Shadow Priest could still make a very big difference in those Water Elementals. Alright, Demon Hunter trying to go for a mana burn. Does get a 50 hit point mana burn, or 50 mana burn off. Now deciding to run away once more. Troll Shadow Priest is still off to the side here. Water Elementals could be taking a lot of damage here in just a moment. As we're looking at the Demon Hunter now running off to the north, we are looking for what that Demon Hunter plans to do in his follow-up strategy, as the Militia are now pretty much running all the way back, knowing that this expansion is not gonna have any problems. Yumiko does have a Scout Farm off over here, and that Scout Farm means that Yumiko is going to be able to spot this Tree of Life at least during daybreak. That is going to be a very big deal as the Archmage gets a surround onto the Panda. Panda getting caught mid-transit. A whole bunch of Footmen do take them out, giving level 3 to that Archmage. Archmage jumping up to 599 experience all of a sudden, now looking very good. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter wants to take down some of these units, and it looks like he's just going to be doing it the old-fashioned way, going after those poor peasants one at a time, making it so that he does get some experience, and hopefully we'll be able to back out here in just a moment. There goes another unit. Can the Demon Hunter keep on getting more peasants, forcing the constant training of other ones as well? Demon Hunter now down to 25 mana, is going to try and run away, and it is going to be forced to teleport away indeed, down to 300 hit points, but he does teleport safely back home. All right, Circlet of Nobility, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength have been dropped and picked back up. Demon Hunter pretty much back up to full hit points. Meanwhile, the Troll Berserker and the Archer on the wrong side of the field, and this does not look like a good fight for Yumiko, or excuse me, for Colorful. Yumiko just has too many of the advantages that he normally has at this stage in the game. Getting the Town Hall, getting the Arcane Tower, Arcane Vault maybe popping up there in just a moment. And that economic advantage just easily translates to victory 9 times out of 10. Let's go ahead and take a look at things from Yumiko's perspective. Yumiko does spot that Tree of Life. That is important to note, as we are looking at the Demon Hunter now looking to back off here away from all of those footmen. Why wasn't this built off over here? That perhaps is the more important question, as an Ancient of War taking far too much damage, trying to run away down to 70 hit points, and the Panda purposely aggroes just to save that Ancient of War. Demon Hunter cuts through the tree line here, able to head back home rather quickly, and this is one of those things that you never really think about. On a map like this, if you can cut through these center trees, that means that the map all of a sudden feels that much smaller, making any sort of siege play that much easier and more effective. Archmage down to pretty much below 20 mana now. Not going to be able to summon a Water Elemental for a little while longer. Meanwhile, Abolish Magic finishes one off there. Panda finally on the board with 29 experience, but still needs a bit more if he wants to get to level 2. Now, what is the strategy that the Archmage plans on doing? He's going to sit on his economic advantage and try to stay at no upkeep for as long as possible. He probably will train up that Mountain King, and he may even consider purposely killing off a footman if needed in order to just try and get more and more. Now, the big problem is going to be building up a large enough amount of gold and then deciding when to really pull the trigger in terms of getting into low upkeep. Footman now rushing inside here. Easy damage all across the board as the Wisp are now attempting to run away. Back over here, Demon Hunter, Panda, Dryads, Troll Berserker, Archer now making their way over. Archmage just having a field day inside this base, as the Ancients of Lore sitting at 37 over 50 supply compared to 47 over 54. Yumiko pretty much passing up the entire tier 2 keep, wanting to get to tier 3 very, very fast. And now we're just looking at the footmen, purposely falling themselves against these units here. All right, it looks like, yes, another Ancient of Lore hit takes it down, 34 supply. And now we are looking at the Demon Hunter still wandering around here. Tree of Life off to the north, doing that slow walk to try and creep out that creep camp. Water Elemental gets dispelled or abolished magic away, as we're looking at Yumiko with the Blacksmith. And it looks like with this Blacksmith, he is going to easily get into the necessary mortar teams that is oh so effective against Night Elf. Ogre Warrior now attempting to fight back against that Panda. Panda, however, not having any part of that, quickly finishes it off, as the Tree of Life now going to be rooting itself. Tree of Eternity already at tier 3. Ancient of Wind now getting constructed. Staff of Preservation sends the Demon Hunter back home. And are we going to perhaps see a bit of repairing, as the Ancient of Wind does not want to uproot. Ancients of Lore even fighting back there, as you see the Water Elemental trying to get in a little bit of extra damage again. All right, looks like that Ancient of Wind will get taken down. No Fairy Fires, as the Wisp are still dancing around here. There goes that Ancient of Wind now, as the Demon Hunter wants to give chase. Scroll of Town Portal, however, makes everyone head back home, as the Dryads are now ready to head back as well. 44 over 66 supply, 40 over 50 workshops. ready to go. Gonna start cranking out those mortar teams or siege engines. Both of those are very, very common, and with the castle upgrade nearing completion, I wouldn't be surprised if it was siege engines, even though I am expecting level 1 gunpowder upgrades to increase the damage on whatever unit is going to be popping out of these workshops. All right, Panda still sitting at now sitting at level 3, has a Sobi mask as well, and Claws of Attack +9, a very useful set of items. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, Staff of Teleportation, will be able to teleport back home, as the Archmage is going to be picking up a Tome of Experience. That little bit of experience is going to help him out tremendously, as the Troll Trapper now going to fall. All right, Goblin Shredder. Oh, ensnare. And is that Yumiko going to be able to get his Goblin Shredder inside this one unit? That is a big, big deal. Goblin Shredder. Ooh, Staff of Sanctuary saves him as he gets teleported all the way back home. He is going to begin to heal as the Demon Hunter unable to finish off that Goblin Zeppelin off to the north. Ancient of Wonders, Ancient of Wind being added, Druid of the Claw already at mastery training. Everything is starting to fall into place here as the Panda now makes its way over here to the bottom left. Tree of Life is mining at the Entangled Gold Mine, but there's only 3 wisp in there, so it is going to be 80 gold or 800 gold. Is it 800 gold? 600. Yeah, 600. So I believe that's what, 800 gold? 900 gold a second? 3/5 of, all right, someone will do the math for me. 3/5 of 600 is, yeah. I'm an Asian who cannot do math right now because I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. All right, Ogre Magi now looking to get taken down. Demon Hunter looking to finish things off. There's a big mana burn there. Now out of mana. Ogre Magi now going after the units as the Demon Hunter, for some reason, aggroed the Ogre Magi even though he shouldn't be. All right, what is going on here? That is just an absolute... I'm just confused what's happening as Yumiko now trying to deal with this here. All right, Moonstar pretty much saying the same thing. Yumiko wondering what is going on. Siege engines are now trying to fight back against the, or take down these buildings here. And it looks like Yumiko is just going to have a very easy time taking down these buildings. All right, let's go. Demon Hunter now back in the fight, ready to join in on the fight once more. All right, Troll Berserkers, you can see guard towers are right over here. Why don't you just let the guard towers attack here in order to absorb a bit of damage? Demon Hunter picks up does pick up the Tome of Strength, as we see a Forest Troll High Priest now taken down. There's a mana burn there. Mountain King pretty much out of mana. Breath of Fire to try and save things a little bit further as the guard towers are completed. 63 over 66 as the Demon Hunter now wants to finish things off. All right, Demon Hunter doing a great job here. Dryads now need to back off again. No Abolish Magic onto the Water Elemental as the Demon Hunter finishes off a little bit more and now getting in a little bit more damage again. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire? There is Drunken Haze, and the Panda does not want anything to do with this fight here. Meanwhile, the Archer is going to have to do a little bit of running if it expects to be able to make it away. It is not going to be able to make it away. Breath of Fire, Demon Hunter going after the Panda, or the Mountain King. Mountain King not going to fall as the Panda going to finish off another Scout Tower here. Demon Hunter now sitting at level 4. But yeah, Colorful making a very, very big mistake. Now absolutely just falling apart here as we're going to be looking at the Wisp attempting to repair this Tree of Life. All right, Siege Engines getting absolutely destroyed here. This is what average movement speed against slow movement speed. The Siege Engine may actually get taken down if it is not careful. 2 more shots should do it. Well, oh, is it going to break aggro? Oh, it's going to break the target there as we are now looking at this Siege Engine down to 32 hit points. Still barely surviving. Demon Hunter now going after more Siege Engines here. Demon Hunter with a very fast movement speed able to catch up. Meanwhile, back over here, let's take a look. Siege Engine just getting absolutely pummeled by these bears, and the Demon Hunter really wants to try and finish these things off. 62 over 72 for Yumiko compared to 50 over 50 for Colorful. Colorful definitely behind here, but if he can perhaps take down some of these Siege Engines and start getting a good amount of experience. Oh, unable to focus down on the same one. That was a big deal as another Siege Engine now taking an absolute beating. Siege engine number 2 going to fall. Demon Hunter sitting at 4, almost halfway or about halfway to level 5, as the Panda is now almost at level 4. Another siege engine makes its way in, attempting to take down that Moonwell. Moonwell already down to 100 mana, not much that it could really do there. Most likely recently constructed, as the Demon Hunter finishes it off without a problem. Alright, where is that Zeppelin? No, flying machine is off over here. Zeppelin now down over here in expansion, now trying to be set up over here. Water Elemental quickly thrown down. We can see a stone token has been used and Belt of Giant Strength. Archmage will have to do some extra work as Yumiko sets up this bottom right expansion. And if Yumiko gets this expansion up and running, I don't think that Colorful really has a chance unless he scouts out that expansion pretty quickly and decides what to do with it. Scroll of the Beast, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, both of them left behind. As the Forest Troll is now getting all cleaned up once more. Alright, Goblin Shredder still walking around back and forth. Yumiko with plenty of towers on the inside of his base. Full Masonry upgrade. 54 over 72. Now building up another Town Hall to try and defend against this Night Elf army, but I don't think that Colorful can really have a chance to try and make a play happen at this point. Let's take a look. Gold is now down to about 3.5 minutes, or 3 minutes left now. Meanwhile, you see Yumiko going out and covering every which corner of the map to try and take on those units. Alright, Red Dragon, however, was able to devour a water elemental, as you now see the damage being slowly pushed against him. Red Dragon does have heavy armor, but with no casters, they're pretty much trying to do as much damage as they can without really hurting anything. And that's exactly what's happening now. Alright, Red Dragon, not the easiest force to take down. 2200 hit points, even with focus fire and determination. It does take a bit of effort, as we are looking at another stone token. Is that another stone token? No. A first stone token by the Mountain King, and now a potion of divinity, I believe. Let's take a look.
The town is under siege.
Alright, unable to spot that right there, as the Demon Hunter now rushes in to take down these workshops. Workshops taking an absolute beating. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? Hippogriff going after the flying machine here, and I thought that was the Goblin Zeppelin for a second. No, the Zeppelin is still wonderfully safe. As we're looking at the Demon Hunter now attempting to take down another workshop off to the north. Guard towers are absolutely making it near impossible to take these down without at least suffering some damage. Meanwhile, expansion on the top left has already been cleared out. Excuse me, here it looks like it will get cleared out, as the flying machines just raining down havoc onto the Ancients of War. All right, Staff of Teleportation now heading back home. Off over here, able to shoo away those flying machines. The flying machines, 10 to 14 damage can really add up in just a second, as we see a Breath of Fire now go down. Mountain King getting in a quick kill. Paladin trying to ward off the attack here, as the bears now come back up the other way. Panda bears now making their way back down to the south. Flying machines, now the major player here that is causing so many problems. The flying machines can just turn around and just start as shooting, as long as that one low hit point red one does not turn around. I think all those flying machines will get taken down. All right, there it goes. There they go. That one flying machine should have just been flying back home, as we are looking at another expansion attempt here. All right, so while Yumiko is up on 3 bases, it looks like it looks like we're only up on 2 bases here. And now what is going to be happening next? Bears, pandas, dryads all ready to move out, but they're going to come to this fight and then realize that they didn't get enough resources early on to really, really make that big of a difference. All right, Bears now on the move. Paladin, Mountain King, Archmage, all 3 of them trying to creep. Archmage purposely backing off to give more experience to the Mountain King. Paladin already seen at level 2, will get to level 3 off of this creep camp here. Just a matter of when, and it does happen now. Holy Light could go down on some of the other units. Nope, no Holy Light needed, as the low hit point units have all been the creeps. All right, here we go into a little bit of a run action here. Demon Hunter back off to the north, trying to get away. Mountain King is there with a Storm Bolt. There's a 125 hit point mana burn there, as the Demon Hunter now attempting to focus out a number of units. Archmage could get another mana burn. Not quite sure why we're not. It has been more than 6 seconds.
Players' forces are under attack.
As we are now looking at, what is this? All right, I thought I saw something attacking the Tree of Life there, but I could not see what. All right, Archmage and the Demon Hunter now once more battling at it. Dryads now coming in from the south here. We see more siege engines, this time upgraded 3-1. Very, very dangerous. And another expansion here. This time it is going to get stopped by Yumiko, as he is building some guard towers. All right, 2 bases against 4 mining bases. And even one of those mining bases looks like they are out. So it is now 1 base against 3. And that is going to be looking very, very pitiful here. All right, Ancient Protectors doing a little bit of extra damage, as the siege engines now attempting to blast away at these units here. All right, Ancient Protector now picks himself up, purposely removes the fortified armor. All right, back down over here. Guard tower now taking a little bit of damage. However, I think the guard towers are going to have a hand up on the situation. Yes, even though the guard towers have peasants repairing them, and even though they're not doing that much damage, I don't think the Tree of Life can really out-damage the amount of healing and repairing that is being done right over here. Flying machines now being brought over, dumping off the kids at the Tree of Life. And that is just going to be an absolute catastrophe there, as we are now looking at the fly machines about to finish it off. Fly machines are upgraded 3-0, so 10 to 14 damage, 17 to 21 flight. All very, very high stats for Warcraft 3. All right, back over here. Siege engines attempting to take down Ancient of Wonders and also this Tree of Life. I think that is pretty much gonna be game. There was really no chance in which Colorful really had the opportunity to try and get things under his control. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed game 2. Please stay tuned for game number 3 as soon as this game ends. I'm pretty sure that the end is now arriving, as the Demon Hunter is currently stunned, does use a potion of healing, uses it for a little while, long enough. But now that the expansion is gone, it is now 3 mining bases, or 3 mining bases to 0, and that is just simply going to be too much. There it is. Yumiko easily taking game number 2. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 2. Please stay tuned for game number 3.